Well, good morning. Today is Friday, April 12th. And you know, when I got dressed this morning, I really got to thinking. I was pulling this gray out and I'm thinking I haven't worn like colors in a long time, because now that I'm losing weight, I like to wear the brighter colors. And it was just like calling me in the closet and said, "Did you forget about me? You used to wear me all the time. Please remember me, remember me." So I thought I'd remember them. So I'm wearing gray. I have a gray shirt on, gray sweater and gray pants. And gray hair. I almost forgot my gray hair. I'm just a vision in gray. But that's not my mood. I'm very cheery today. I'm not going to get my walk in today. Well, I'm hoping this afternoon, because it's pouring rain right now. But I'll take the rain over the 2 feet of snow that they're getting over in Minnesota and some parts of Wisconsin and the Dakotas and Nebraska. You can have all that snow. I like it in the winter. I especially love it at Christmas time. But, I'm done. I'm just really done. And I got a notice on my phone the other day, because I subscribed to the Audubon. Is that it? Audubon? Well, with the bird thing. And they said that the hummingbirds have been sighted in West Virginia and Tennessee. So they're working their way here. So I have to get my feeder out and hang them. And I'm just so looking forward to seeing my hummingbirds. I had a couple last year, but I'm hoping if I get my feeders out earlier, I'll get more this year. But enough of this chit-chat. I'm not chit-chat paddywhack, but you should check out her channel. I love chit-chat paddywhack. But we have a birthday today. Well, we have more than one birthday. It's my brother-in-law Gary's birthday, Denise's husband, but he doesn't watch my channel. So, you know what? He doesn't get a song. Although he'll come by tonight, because they're going out to dinner and they're going to leave Kylie here. And that's the way that goes. Kylie's special needs, so even though she's 15, she's not ready to be alone. So that's why. But I love her. I love when she's over, because she's a lot of fun. She really is. I really have a lot of fun when Kylie comes over. But anyway, it's Kat D's birthday, and she does watch me, so she does get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kat D. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. K-A-T. I'm so glad I got to sing for you on your birthday. I'm trying to keep up my calendar, and I've been checking to make sure, because some of my birthdays from last year didn't carry over into this year. And so at the beginning of the month, I double check to see which ones carried over and which ones didn't. And maybe some of you don't follow me anymore, obviously, that I sing to, but you know what? I don't care. I'm still going to sing. It's out there in the universe. So somewhere they might go, you know what? Someone's talking about me. Do you ever get that feeling? Like, someone's talking about me. That was me singing. I don't care if you don't watch me anymore. I'm still going to sing to you. But it's also, and I wrote this down, and this just doesn't seem possible, because I put that Bob and Doris are having their 71st anniversary. Is that possible? 71? That means you got to be at least 80. Well, most people get married older, but at least 16. So that makes you 87. Which is possible. I mean, it's really possible, because when Jim's parents had their 50th wedding anniversary, their parents was celebrating like 3 days later their 75th anniversary. And I contacted the local paper so that they could do a story, not on Jim's parents so much, because, they could have included them. But I just thought this was such a milestone that somebody lived long enough to see their children's 50th wedding anniversary. And they did the whole story about Jim's mom and dad. And they kind of like had a side mention about Jim's great-grandma and great-grandpa. Yeah, no, Jim's grandma and grandpa. Wouldn't have been their great. It would have been Jim's grandma and grandpa. But they still got mentioned in the article, and it was a nice article. And I did save it, but I can't find it anywhere. I know I have it somewhere. I have a lot of clutter in that closet right there. I'd be too embarrassed to show you how crappy it looks, because it's pretty bad. And but it's mostly my Christmas stuff and my pictures and just stuff that my kids are just going to chuck to the curb when I'm dead. They've told me that, so I know that. And I won't be around. I just told them I'd come back and haunt them for not at least going through it first. So they promised me that at least go through it first. They won't. But anyway, it's Bob and Doris's anniversary. Nonetheless, it's still their anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, Bob and Doris. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Geez, oh Pete, Jim and I are going to be celebrating, which is nowhere compared to 71, if I did write it down right. Please let me know in the comments below if I did that right. We're going to be married 48 years. So that doesn't seem possible. And we've been together for 52 years, right? Yep, 52 years we've been together. So we're like geese. Don't geese mate for life? I know not everybody mates for life, but Jim and I, we've worked out a system that works for us, and so we're happy. That's all that matters. Not to say that we didn't have our ups and downs, because we have had our ups and downs, but I think we've had more ups than downs. I think all marriages have their downs. It's just a matter of like just realizing that you got to work through it. Sometimes it's not possible to work through it. I understand that, because like you could be in a marriage that's just not working, and you can give it every bit of effort, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't judge anybody. Both of my sons have been divorced, and that's just a fact of life nowadays. It really is. Nowadays people live together for so long before they get married, or they just live together. And, whatever works for you. That's all that matters. And Sally sent me an email to tell me her address, and she told me I didn't need to send her a thank you card because Sally sent us the cake mixes, which we had last night. One cake mix we made. And Danny was surprised because the last time I bought a marble cake mix, I got it at a store, and the cake came out about that high. And so my kids were making fun and saying, well, why did you cut it in half, like each layer? Because it was so small. This one raised really nice. It really did. And my family must have been just really in the mood for desserts last night, because I made the cake and I made a box of brownies, and Christy made banana pudding, and I could kick myself that I didn't show you the how it looked, because it looks beautiful. She was a graham cracker crust, and then she does her banana pudding, and then she does a meringue on top. And it just looked beautiful, and but I don't like it, so which is good because it's probably a lot of calories. But everybody loved the cake, so much so that as I was slicing the cake, I realized that there wasn't going to be any left for me. And I could have at that point cut the pieces smaller, so I could have had a piece. But I thought I don't really need a piece of cake, because I was going to freeze it, and I thought I really don't need a piece of cake. So then I thought, well, I'll just save myself some brownies. Nope, brownies were gone. And I thought, wow, watch, with my luck, there'll be banana pudding left. No banana pudding yet. They just ate every dessert. Of course, they ate all the lasagna too, so it was a total success, my whole meal. But, I still have another box, because she sent me 2. But I'll make that again. Aaron picked a yellow cake, and David hasn't picked a cake yet. And Aaron picked a barbecue, and David picked pizza. So I'll order a pizza and have it delivered, and then we'll barbecue the chicken, and so people have like a choice of what they want to do. David and Aaron's birthday is April 27th, which is the same day as my buddy Dexter's birthday. So it's just it's an all-around good day, I guess. And then I was kind of disappointed because I found out that Oliver's concert is on May 1st, and I'm going to be in Toronto visiting my cousin Lynn. So I'm going to miss the concert, but I will be back in time for Sebastian's birthday party, which is on Saturday. Sebastian's birthday's not till the 9th, but we're going to celebrate it on the 4th. But I'll be back by then. Bertie and I are going to Toronto, and we're going to see Come Fly Away, I think it's called. It's about the 9/11, when all the people landed in, I think it was Nova Scotia, and the whole community took everybody in, because obviously they couldn't fly back home. And it looks like something I might enjoy. And then we're going to go to the CN Tower for lunch. And then we're going to go to Ripley's Aquarium. So we have a fun-filled day. And I hate driving. Sue slims down. I was watching her video this morning, and she was talking about when she's driving home to Ohio, and how many states she's going to be driving through, and where her stops are. Oh my gosh, I can't drive like an hour away by myself. And she's going to drive for a couple days by herself. I give her great kudos for that, because that's just something I will never accomplish. And you're right, I do live about 3 hours north of you. I would love to meet up with you, but I'll be honest with you, I can't, unless I could talk somebody into driving with me and we can meet at a halfway point for lunch or something. I don't think it's going to happen because, well, I could maybe talk Bertie into it. I don't think there's any bridges. But anyway, I don't like to drive, and Bertie doesn't like driving over bridges. So I have to drive over the Blue Water Bridge into Canada, which is not, it's only like I think it's, I don't even know, 3 or 4 mile span. I don't even think it's that long. I know the Mackinac Bridge is 5 miles. So I think it's probably only a mile, maybe 2, if that. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But, so I'm going to be driving over the bridge. And then we have to have the windows up and the radio off. And I tell her that this is silly because if anything, you want the windows down in case you go into the water so that you can get out of the car. But no. And you're not allowed to talk and you're not allowed to make noise. So whenever Jim and I go over a bridge, we always call Bertie, we roll all the windows down so you can hear the wind, and then we put the radio full blast, and then we start talking to her. We just like to annoy her. But I'm looking forward to that road trip. And then, what else can I talk about? Anyway. Oh, and I'm going to leave a link down below. Suzanne's, SUZANNES _WW Life. She's done a new intro video for her channel. And I really like her channel. She lives in New Zealand. She's hoping to move back or move to the United Kingdom. And I like watching her. She's on a weight program. She's going back to school. She's just recently changing up her life a little bit. And she does grocery hauls. And I just love her channel, so I wanted to share it with you. I do have to go get Alyssa from school today because Jimmy's working overtime. And then, like I said, I'll have Kylie tonight. I always hated when I dated Jim, and she always called him Jimmy. And I'm thinking, he's a grown man. Although he wasn't. He was 17. But in my mind, when you're 16, I was 16 going on 17. You always think that you're a grown-ass adult, but you're really not. You're still a kid. But I always hated that. I'm thinking, why are you calling him Jimmy? And here I call Jimmy Jimmy and Danny Danny. Although when I introduce them, I always call Jimmy Jimmy because he doesn't really care. But Danny, I always introduce as Dan because he does not like being called Danny. Although he lets me call Danny because, he really doesn't have a choice. I'm his mother. I can call him anything I want. I named him. I can do what I want. Danny was going to be Chad Gregory for the whole 9. Well, I was pregnant 10 months. 10 months I was pregnant. I know I was. People say I wasn't, but I've told this before. Our bowling league went on a trip to Toronto, and it was right around our anniversary because we were married July 2nd. I think we went like the last week in June or the middle of June, something like that. And Jim and I treated it like a second honeymoon, if you know what I mean. And then when we came back, he had to work in Pennsylvania for a year. Or not a year, a month. So he was gone. He left on the 30th of June, and he came back, I think it was the 5th or 6th of August. And I didn't hook up with anybody during that time, so I know I got pregnant in Toronto. So we always tease Danny and say he's a Canadian. But, and so I had Danny in April. And so for the whole pregnancy, I just love the name Chad Gregory, because I used to watch Medical Center with Chad Everett. I love that show. And so I love the name Chad, and so I kept saying, I'm going to name you Chad, I'm going to name you Chad. And then, and he hates this story, but I'm going to share it anyhow. I was having a slight bout of stomach issues, if you understand my drift. And so I kept going in and out of the bathroom. And then the one time when I came out, just like about a week before he was born, I told Jim, I says, I don't like Chad Gregory. You know what? I think Daniel Edward. And Jim says, I like that a lot better. So we named him Daniel Edward. That's how Danny got his name. I've already told you how Christy got her name, off a box of crackers. And Jimmy got his name because his father is the 3rd. Jimmy's the 4th. Jim was very disappointed when David didn't turn out to be the 5th. But, it's Jimmy's kid. He gets to do what he wants. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to walk today because it's raining. I'm going to walk around in the house. And if it gets nicer later on, I'll go for a walk. If I do, I'll let you know. So I will see you guys at breakfast. Okay, I'm trying to incorporate more vegetables in my diet today. So I am going to have a vegetable platter for my breakfast. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote, I wanted to thank Mary J. Higgins, sent it to me. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. So it's 0 for my egg, mushroom, tomato, cucumber, broccoli, cauliflower, tea and water. I forgot I have a pepper and a banana. And 3 points for my 2 tablespoons of artichoke dip. So it's a 3-point breakfast. And I always eat light on Fridays, but you guys know that. It's just a habit. I've done it my whole life. I guess it's because I'm Catholic, maybe? I don't know. Okay, typical Friday night dinner with the Angry Bird. Anyway, I'm going to have some hillbilly bread, some regular full-fat cottage cheese, or no, 4% rather, 4% milk fat cottage cheese, my Panera poppy seed dressing, and a salad with cottage cheese, and a tuna sandwich with some Jell-O pudding. It's sugar-free. I had 21 points left still. I had 3 points for my 2 slices of hillbilly bread, 2 points for my sugar-free pudding, 3 points for half a cup of cottage cheese, 1 point for my 2 tablespoons of the Panera dressing, and 0 for my tuna, the salad, the tea, and the water. It's a 9-point dinner. I still have 12 points left if I decide to eat anything else tonight. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. I think I did pretty well. Stayed on plan all day. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be disappointed if I don't lose at least a pound tomorrow, because I think I've been pretty good. I showed you everything I ate. I didn't hide anything, and I didn't not track something. So I think I'm going to do fine. I will be disappointed, though, I'll be honest with you. I will really be disappointed if it doesn't come out in my favor. And I know I have some extra points left today. I know I didn't eat a lot, but I'm pretty full. I'm not really hungry, so that's all that really matters to me. I can't see to eat just to eat. And I feel so drab and gray today. It's hard to believe that my wardrobe used to consist of just gray and black. Now I get all the colors of the rainbow. Anyway, I'm gonna just watch some TV, get back on track, get some sleep tonight. So give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys in the morning.